Good morning, good morning, good morning. Good morning, everyone. Hi. Good morning, you guys. Happy Saturday or Saturday night, Sunday, Monday, wherever you are in the world. Hello. Hello, Grow with Paula. So good to see you. Good morning. The love flows. Hello. Grand Razin. Good morning, Jamie. Well by Wendy. How are you guys doing? Bali. I've never been to Bali. Hi from Laguna Beach. Capri Island. Where is that? Denmark. Pompano. Silly Exposure, hello. Rise with Ryan, good morning. All right. The Honeybee, good morning from LA. Roller coaster of a week. That's why I wanted to jump on. So feeling blissful today. Me too. I'm feeling very light. I'm going to share a little bit more of what I did in my Untangled on Tuesday. But I wanted to share, I want to talk about what may be happening with a lot of you guys right now on an energetic level. Because I love to talk about the energies, how the energies work, how the energies move through the body. When is good news coming? I mean, good news is always available. I guess it depends on the lens that you're using, right? It's all relative. So let me just quickly dive into what's occurring for us on an energetic level in our physical bodies. Maybe you'll relate, maybe you won't relate. So the energy right now that I'm feeling in my own body is this trickster energy. And this trickster energy is pulling me back or bringing up beliefs or thoughts, emotions, behaviors, ways of being. And this is nothing new, right? This isn't like, oh yeah, Laura, you're talking about something that's brand new. This is something that we've been doing for or experiencing for a while. But it's important that we become more aware of it. So I think the reason that we're constantly talking about it is because we may remember what's going on, or we may know or understand, but we're not aware of it when it's happening in our now moment, right? When right now we are watching trickster energies pull us back, we forget that this is what's actually happening so that we can actually consciously choose how we want to be in everything. Because this is all about being conscious of how we are being, right, in this. So your body is holding a lot more frequency. It's holding a lot more light. And what happens when that is occurring is that all of the ways in which you have been are going to start to be new. You're going to start experiencing yourself in new ways, very subtle ways, but in new ways. Maybe you're finding yourself alone a lot more. Maybe you're finding yourself not able to relate to people the same way. Maybe you're finding yourself at more ease and peace, that you can be around anybody now and you're more graceful. You're more at peace with things. You don't need to argue anymore. Maybe you're recognizing that you can no longer handle the way in which you have communicated with somebody, right? And so that's starting to change. It can be super subtle and it can be really dramatic, okay? But things are changing in our lives all day long, every day, because the frequency in our body is changing. What is occurring simultaneously, which is this trickster energy right now, is that anything that is in our physical body that is not holding the same frequencies that our body is starting to hold, these higher frequencies, it is inevitably going to pop up, boop, and be shown to you. The patterns that you've had in relationships, codependency, unworthiness, abandonment, perfectionism, control, victimhood, right? These are all deep, deep ways in which we have designed and been in our world for a very long time that we are all stepping out of. We're all stepping out of victimhood. We're all going to be stepping out of unworthiness and conditional love, abandonment, codependency, right? All of these ways in which we have needed the attachments to the external world to make us feel good. People pleasing, that's a huge one, right? People pleasing. These are all things that are going to arise up into your life right now, because it is showing you, you are showing you how you have been. And it's like asking you, do you still want this? Do you still want this? Because it's still in your body. Do you still want this? What's happening to us is we're like, wait a second. I thought I was done with that. I thought I healed that, or I thought I cleared that or processed that, right? Why is it still coming up right now? Why is this coming up? What's wrong with me? Did I do something wrong? Am I a bad person? We judge ourselves. There's nothing wrong with you if things are coming up to the surface that you thought that you had healed or cleared or processed or whatever. It's called physics. It's called energy. It's called frequency. It's called evolution. It's simply all it is. This is what is so magical about this experience right now, you guys, is that it's not personal. It's literally just energy. So as your body continues to hold more energy, more light, moving into more higher frequencies, whatever you have been, whatever is inside of you that has created your reality that is not in that same vibrational field, it's going to come up. And right now, what's happening to us is that we have started stepping into these new ways, and now the trickster energy is pulling us back. It feels like it's pulling us back. Like, wait a second. Why is this coming up again? All you have to do when these things come up, especially when you are intending, you're manifesting something new in your life. Here's the other crazy thing, right? I'm going to move my phone because it's going to get hot. The other thing is that what you are intending in your life, what you're manifesting or creating or wanting in your life, many of you, it's very new, right? And it's from these new frequencies that you're holding. So in order for it to arise, in order for you to serve it to you, okay, because it already exists. Let's say you're creating a new job or a new relationship or a new way of being in the world. I don't know, whatever it is. It's stemming from the new frequencies that you're holding for most of you. And so what has to happen is that your frequency has to match the frequency of the you that has it. So for instance, if you're creating a partner, right? And you're creating the partner from the new frequency that you're holding, you have to make sure that your frequency is going to remain in that frequency in order to match the individual that's coming in that's got that same frequency that you're holding when you intended him or her. So what's going to happen along the way? All of the ways in which you have been that are not at the same frequency as that which you are intending is going to pop up. Oh, Lori, you hold this belief. Do you remember? Shit, I do hold that belief. Oh, Lori, you hold this behavior. Do you remember? Yeah, I remember. I've been doing it most of my life. So then what do we do? First of all, when these old things pop up, these patterns, these ways that we've been forever, okay? Whether it's always been around or it's coming back around. First thing to remember, you guys, it's extremely important to remember that this is how evolution happens. This is how it works. This is energy shifting in your body. So if you can constantly remind yourself, okay, if I am intending for something, right? Simple. And even if you're not intending for something, you are going to be constantly shown what is it in your experience, in your life, in you, within your body, that is holding you back from continuing to embody and be these frequencies. The high frequencies want to devour you. They want to show you so much, right? But you also have to release the energies in the body that are not at that frequency. So be aware. Just remember. Step one, just remember. Remember what's going on. It's not anything that you've done bad or wrong, especially if it is behaviors that are creeping up again. There's nothing wrong with you. This is just the natural progression of how energy works. Whoop, look what's popping up. Okay, that means it's still in my body. I'm not it, but it means it's still in my body. And it means my body's holding much higher frequencies. Okay, I got it. That's the first thing. Awareness of what is actually happening. There's nothing wrong with me. Got it. The second thing is you want to have compassion. You got to have compassion for yourself, right? Wow, I'm in this. Wow, look at those thoughts that continue to come up. Frustration may arise, irritation, right? Anger, whatever it may be. But the compassion piece is massive, because what happens when you step into compassion for yourself is you literally drop into the experience without trying to change it. And then you allow the experience to shift. So you allow the behavior to start to shift just by you literally having compassion for yourself in that experience. You're not handing over the power to that experience, because that experience has no power over you, because you're not it. The behavior has no power over you. The thoughts have no power over you. The emotions have no power over you, because they are not you. It is simply an old movie that is being shown to you in slow motion so that you can look at how you have been most of your life, and you can have compassion and love for how you have lived in order to survive. Okay? The third thing that you want to do is you want to constantly have in your awareness the knowingness of who you are and what you're becoming. So many times when when this trickster energy comes in, this old way of being is going to pull us back, and we're going to believe it. We're going to fall hook, line, and sinker. I fucked up. I'm in it again. I'm this person. I'm this. I'm that. Look at, I'm being this way again. You want to remember who you are, that you are not it. You want to remember that. That remembering that you're not it is more powerful than trying to change it. Try that. The moment you have an addictive behavior pop up, the moment you have an emotional response pop up that you don't like, the moment you have a thought or a belief that comes in, like I'm unworthy, I don't deserve, I can't believe I'm in this codependent relationship again, whatever it is, tell yourself that you're not it. It's an experience. This is an experience. This is an experience I'm in and that I'm having, and everything moves. Everything moves. On an energetic level, you are currently floating down your own unique, powerful, energetic river. Nothing is stagnant. Nothing stays. Nothing is permanent. Unless you judge it, unless you grab it, and unless you try to control it. And this is really, really difficult for us. This third one of knowing that you're not it and letting the current of energy move you through it, as opposed to you trying to control the energy of it. The fourth thing that you want to do, so the first thing is the remembrance of what's going on, right? The second thing is meaning this is how evolution is. This is, I'm holding higher frequencies, lower frequency stuff's popping up, which is the way I've been most of my life, right? Second thing is compassion, having compassion for yourself, having compassion. And the third thing is recognizing that you're not it, that you don't have to change it. That the moment that you remember that you're not any of it and that you're experiencing it and that nothing is permanent is the moment that you will start to move with it. It will show you how it changes. It will show you how it shifts. It will show you. The fourth thing, right, is constant awareness of what you're feeling, constant awareness of what you're experiencing, simultaneously holding the awareness of who you are entering into or who you are embodying. Does this make sense? This one's a little complicated. Let me try it again. Okay. You're constantly aware of what you're experiencing and feeling. So you're feeling everything. You're feeling everything. Here comes the behavior. I hate this behavior. I can't believe I'm in this behavior. I can't believe I'm feeling this. Right? You're feeling that. But you're simultaneously recognizing that you are a new version of you at the same time. This is a little bit quantum, sort of multidimensional. So there's multiple aspects of you that you're experiencing at the same time. Does this make sense? You don't want to believe that you are only the version of you that you don't like, that you've fallen back into. You want to remember that there is a version of you that is you, that you are embodied right now as, that you're learning how to be. I feel like this has gotten complicated, but it is what it is. It's what's coming out. These energies, these trickster energies. Hold on, I'm going to read some of the comments. This is work with intrusive thoughts. Yeah, first of all, I don't think any thought is intrusive. I think a thought is just loud, right? To me, an intrusive thought is just a very loud thought. And what a gift. See, here's how I see intrusive thoughts. They're gifts. I'm telling you, everything that pops up into my awareness that I don't like is a gift to me. Because it is my body saying, hey, Lori, you've lived in these ways for a very long time. PS.com, your body is no longer holding these frequencies. It no longer resonates with these intrusive thoughts. So can you bring awareness to them? Can you feel the intrusive thoughts? Can you be aware, first of all, are you judging the intrusive thoughts? Because those intrusive thoughts are going to hang out with you. Do you believe that you're the intrusive thoughts? Do you believe there's something wrong with the intrusive thoughts? If you believe there's something wrong with the intrusive thoughts, if you judge the intrusive thoughts, and if you try to control the intrusive thoughts, they will continue to hang out with you like a bugger, like an annoying bug. We are being reminded of how to be in completely new ways. We have been trained to do things in the way that perpetuates that which we don't want anymore. So all the ways that we have been told to process and heal and clear and all of this stuff, it only perpetuates it. Change it. Changing anything is you trying to control the energy that simply needs to be seen, observed, felt in order for you to move through it. This is really difficult for people to understand because we've been programmed and trained to change your thoughts, change your beliefs, change this. Now, this doesn't mean that you don't say to yourself, I'm having a good day if you're having a bad day, right? I'm having a good day, right? As long as you give awareness to the bad day, as long as you give kudos to the intrusive thoughts, everything that's arising that you don't like needs to be honored. It needs to be honored. Any addictive behavior that's coming up, it needs to be honored. It's not you. Wow, look, it's coming up. That must mean that it's still in my body in some way, shape, or form on an energetic level. Which means that I am still holding beliefs or behaviors or thoughts around it. And so what do I need to do? Recognize that this is how energy moves. Have compassion for myself. Remember that it's not me and that energy moves and it's not stagnant, it's not permanent, and I don't need to do anything about it. And number 4, hold the awareness of who I actually am in this moment, not what is arising within my physical body. Who am I in this moment outside of all of the ways in which I don't want to be? That creates freedom. You are not in control. This evolutionary process is natural. It's not for you to control. It's not for you to do. There's no doing of it. There's a beingness in it. But the thing that sucks for us is that we don't know what's going on. We forgot. We forgot that right now there's some crazy trickster energies. And these trickster energies are going to feel as if you're being pulled back. You're staying in the comfortable. Because listen, if somebody were to all of a sudden pour new energies, new frequencies into your body, and naturally the way energy works is it's going to rattle you and it's going to create new lenses to see the world. Somebody pours new frequencies in, right? You're going to start to feel the world differently. It's inevitable. It's natural. As new energies and new frequencies move into your body, increasing your body's frequency, vibration, whatever, you are going to change. You're going to be different. It's going to feel different. You're going to be asked to do things differently. You're going to be asked to live differently. You're going to be asked to trust differently. You're going to be asked to surrender in new ways. All kinds of things change naturally, not by you, because you don't know what you're doing. It's the ego that wants to control. It's the ego that wants to say, oh, I know how to do all this. No, you don't. Trust me. You really legit do not. We don't even remember what we're doing here on the planet, much less understand how to navigate it. So if you start remembering that I don't know what this is, I forgot, I'm hopefully remembering, but this is all an energetic experience. Every single thing that you do all day long is simply energy. And that every single human body, conscious or unconscious, are going through this process. That's why you're here. And that the whole world, the whole matrix is inverted. So everything that you have thought you needed to do in order to become who you want to be is the opposite. It's the opposite. So start looking at that throughout your day. Oh, I was always told that I have to positive think, or I was always told that I have to change my thoughts. And I was always told that's efforting, which is fine. Keep doing it. That's great. But I'm going to keep showing up, letting you know that you're going to keep finding yourself in those patterns until you let go completely. And you start trusting that which you can't see. You start trusting that which you've never done and been in before. You start trusting the fact that everything that you have ever been taught is not what is going to assist you in moving through these energetic shifts. I'll tell you why. Because most humans don't know how to do this. Most humans haven't done this. So how the heck do they know how to? They don't know how. Because they haven't done it yet. We're doing it right now. We're doing it right now. And it's all different. That's why there's all these books that you'll read and you'll be, God, you'll read the books and you're like, that doesn't resonate anymore. Like, that feels old, right? These teachings feel old, or this way of seeing things feels old. Why? Because your body's holding different frequencies now, higher frequencies. It doesn't work. We're stepping into new worlds. We're stepping into new ways. We're stepping into new everything. And it's different, and it's called change. And it's called inevitability. So the more that you can let go, the more that you can surrender, the more that you can remember that whatever is popping up, intrusive thoughts are not intrusive. They're just thoughts that won't freaking go away because you have tried to control them. Befriend the thoughts. Befriend everything that you don't want to see or be or hear or feel. Befriend it. Hang out with it. See what happens. The moment you stop giving your power away to the intrusive thoughts, are the moment the intrusive thoughts no longer have control over you, and somehow, magically, they disappear. They're what happened to them? Where'd they go? Well, you befriended them. You told them that they're safe to be here. When you know that you're not any of it, you're not afraid of it. When you know you're not your emotions, when you know you're not your intrusive thoughts, when you know you're not your addictive behaviors, when you know you're not your codependencies, when you know you're not your victimhood, when you know that you're not unworthiness, when you know that you are not a people pleaser, when you know you're not any of those things, you're just experiencing it. It shifts. Things shift a lot faster. You're not afraid of it. And when you're not afraid of things, you don't control it. When you're not afraid of things, you don't deny it. When you're not afraid of things, you don't turn your back on it. When you're not afraid of things, you don't stuff it. When you're not afraid of anything, because you know that it's not you and there's nothing to be afraid of, because you're safe to be in this world and experience everything. You're safe to be in this world and experience everything. Nothing has control over you. You're so much bigger. You're so much more potent and powerful than an unhealthy relationship that you're in, than the fear of leaving someone, than the fear of speaking your truth because you're going to get hurt. Someone's going to yell at you. You're so much bigger than stepping out of a job you've been miserable in because you may not, and afraid because you may not be able to find another job. You're so much bigger than that. You think that you are going to serve you homelessness or lack if you leave the job that you no longer enjoy, that's creating so much stress in your body that you're sick? What if you flipped the script? What if you flipped the lens and said, the reason I am showing myself how miserable I am in my job and how sick I am getting from stress is because I am serving me something new. But if I don't allow myself to follow, meaning if I am unhappy and I follow that unhappiness, meaning I am feeling the unhappiness is going to lead me to leaving my job. It's going to lead me to a new job. It's going to lead me to something bigger, something greater. If you're in a relationship that you've been in for a very long time and you've tried and you've tried and you've tried, and internally, deep within you, you know that it's time to let go. If you follow that pain, if you follow that fear, if you follow it, you are literally pulling you into something greater, something bigger, something in a different frequency, more expansive. And you don't know what it is. P.S. You don't know what it is. You don't know the job that may be coming. You don't know the relationship that may be coming. You don't know the friendships that may be coming. You don't know the experiences. You are not in control of this. You do not know. I know nothing so that I can know everything, right? You drop into this space of absolute deep surrender, right? Deep, deep, deep surrender, so that you can be shown, what is this stress wanting me to see? What is this unhappiness wanting me to see? If you're unhappy, if you're miserable, if you're so stressed out, if you're getting sick, you are showing you something new. You're showing yourself something new. If you're so afraid of doing what it is that you are asking you to do, just be aware of that, because there is a door opening. We're not designed in these new frequencies to be in stress, to be in resistance, to be in a restrictive state, to be in a miserable state all day long. We're literally not designed to live that way. But because we've lived that way for so long, for so many years, we've believed that this is just how it is. But there are so many signs and indications trying to pull you out of that. Even the way you communicate with your friends, right? You're like, I don't want to speak to my friends that way, or I don't want to be that way with my family anymore. Or the opposite. I don't want people to speak to me that way. This doesn't feel good anymore. I'm done. I'm not going to let people speak to me like this anymore. I'm either going to hold firmer boundaries or walk away and not have them in my life. Everything that is uncomfortable, everything that's uncomfortable is you showing you what you're stepping out of or what you have the opportunity to step out of. That's evolution. It's like constant stepping into something new, constantly being stretched, constantly saying, no, thank you. I'm going to follow the pain. I'm going to follow the uncomfortableness. I'm going to follow what myself is showing myself, the doors that are being opened. Pay attention to how we always, not always, but we tend to fall back to the comfortable because it's easy. And listen, you guys, we've been through a lot the last 2 years. We've been through a lot. So it makes sense that we just want to cruise through life right now. I get it. Like, we don't want any more ups and downs. We don't want any more changes. We don't want any more stress. We don't want any more worry, right? We have PTSD from what the freak we went through the last 2 years. Massive PTSD that we're not aware of, by the way. Most of us. And so we're exhausted on an energetic level. We're worn down. We're beat down on an energetic level. And yet the energy isn't stopping. It's only intensifying in our bodies. It's only requiring us to keep going. It's like so many of us are like, can I just have a break? Can I just lay down? And it's like, nope, got to keep going. Got to keep going. It's called the evolution in human consciousness, and it doesn't stop for you. It doesn't let us have a timeout. Although we are allowing ourselves many timeouts, right? We are getting tired. We are resting. We are pausing. Why do you think that is? Why do you think so many of you have been in a place of sort of solitude, quiet, on your couch all the time, not going out anymore? It's not just because it doesn't resonate. It's because you're freaking exhausted from this energetic shifting that's been going on that you're not aware of. What we went through the last 2 years, it's a miracle to me. On an energetic level, what we went through, what we're still going through, what we're currently still going through on an energetic level. So it makes sense that when we continue to find ourselves being rattled, when we continue to find these trickster energies happening, we literally want to say, F off, I'm gonna chill. I'm not doing anything else. I'm not jumping. I'm not leaping. I'm not making changes. No, please give me a freaking break. Nah, you keep going, right? You keep going. So we want to give ourselves, you want to have a lot of compassion for what you're going through, right? And for the fact that you do just want to do what's easy, perhaps. Like, screw it, I don't care. It's easy this way. Great. Fabulous. But just know that no matter what, you're energetically continuing to shift, to change, to evolve. It's just going to keep happening. That's all. That's it. Evolution in human consciousness. Holy Moses. What a game. What a ride we're on. What a ride. I don't think the body is nothing. I think the body is everything. I think if it wasn't for the body, we wouldn't be here. So I think the body is everything in my eyes. The body is what is holding frequency. The body is what is giving you your experience. The body is what is allowing you to see and to feel. If you didn't have the body, you couldn't be here. The body, to me, is our greatest companion. You know, it's one of the most intelligent aspects of this human experience, if not the most intelligent aspect of this human experience. Are we our bodies? Of course we're not our bodies. We're not our emotions either, or our thoughts or behaviors. But our body is, it's more important than we realize, and it has a lot more intelligence. It knows what it's doing. It's going to show you. It's your body that shows you the emotions. It's your body that shows you the behaviors. It's your body that shows you everything. When your body gets sick, it's not trying to harm you. It hasn't disowned you. Your body hasn't turned its back on you. It hasn't fucked up and messed up, excuse my language. It's doing its best to show you what it needs you to see so that you can assist it in moving the energies through, which have created the stretch, which has created a lot of the disease in your body. A lot of people look at the body as an enemy, as something that is against them. My body did this to me. Your body's your best friend. It's doing everything in its freaking power to not only keep you alive, but to move everything through you. But if you are not aware and conscious of what's moving through your body can't get you to see it. Your body can't get you to feel it. Your body's not going to say to you, "Hey, Lori, you didn't feel that emotional pain that you just had with that relationship. Can you feel it?" Your body can't do that. It's doing the best it can. But when it is buried in traumas, when it's buried in emotions that you haven't felt, guess what it's going to do? It's going to physically explode. It's going to show you through physical sensations, physical dis-ease, distress. And then all of a sudden you're going to get mad at the body. And then you're going to try to change or fix the body based on what people in the external world are telling you to do. So the body's never been against you. The body is legit doing everything it can to help you and to keep you alive and survive. And our bodies do so much more than we realize. I think that's one of the biggest deceptions. There's a lot of deceptions in this world, but one of the biggest deceptions, aside from your plasma, your urine is the biggest deception on this planet. But aside from the plasma and the urine, this idea that we control our bodies and that our bodies are something that we have to fear or control, that we forgot how powerful our bodies are and what it can do. As soon as we start remembering that, everything changes. All right, I'm going to get going. Thank you guys so much for being here with me. I just wanted to jump on and share that. And I think that's all. I think that's all she wrote. Any quick questions before I get going? Are you talking about dating? No. I'm not talking about dating. You're welcome, Ryan. It's funny. It's just like there's just constant reminders right now of what we're going through energetically. Over and over and over again. What do I mean about the plasma? Plasma is your urine. Your urine. I'm going to talk more about it in my Untangled. How do you deal with people with a low energy? The same way I deal with people with a high energy. I don't deal with people. So I experience the experience. And if somebody's having if I'm with somebody that has low energy, what does low energy mean, right? So if I'm with somebody that is, let's just say low energy is somebody that's complaining a lot, I'll just feel what that experience is like. I'll be aware of it. I'll be watching it. I'll be observing it. I don't choose to hang out with people that hold energies that are not similar to mine. Meaning, if somebody is always complaining and always maybe talking about people or always in the past, I don't know, just ways in which I don't really live, I typically won't choose to hang out with them like let's go do something, right? Just because I have nothing in similar to them, so it doesn't make any sense to do that. But if I run into somebody at my yoga studio that's in a lower energy, I don't do anything. I just listen, and I'm there, and I'm observing, and I'm feeling, and I'm always observing. Like, oh, they're in that space. They're doing this. They're doing that. Oh, they're super into that, right? Oh my God, they're in a lot of lack right now. It's the same way with somebody that's in a frequency of like super chill, calm peace. It's the same for me. I just observe. But who do I choose to hang out with? I choose to hang out with, like, on a regular basis. Well, I don't hang out with a lot of people, but when I do, it's people that are in the same sort of frequencies as me, you know? People that are in the same frequency. But I don't deal with, I don't know what that means. How do you deal with people? There's nothing to deal with. It's always just an observation and a choice of how you're interacting. You know? Because nobody does anything to me, right? No one's doing anything to me. I'm allowing myself to experience them. That's how I see it. I hang out with Phil. I hang out with people. I hang out with people. Just not in my town. I don't have a lot of friends. For whatever reason. I hang out with my mom here where I live. And that, you know how it is hanging out with your mom. I love my mom. She's the greatest. But like once a week I hang out with my mom. And then that's about it. Go to my yoga studio, and I have some friends at my yoga studio. But then it's when I travel that I go see my friends. You know? All right. That's it. I will save this. I will save this on Instagram, Facebook, YouTube. And if you missed it, go back and listen. I just talked about the energies of what we're kind of navigating. What's going on, what it's like. Any other questions before I go? I've got about 10 minutes. What books do you read? I don't read books. I don't read books. I don't know. I haven't been called to read books lately. Where am I? I'm in Northern California by San Francisco. Northern California. San Francisco area. Anything else before I go? What do you know about Starlink? I've never heard of it. How do you deal with the Illuminati? You don't deal with it. You stay focused on your present moment. Stay focused on you. You stay focused on what's in front of you. How do you take your Shilajit? I don't know what that was. Lori, how do you chill with crazy, loud, rude neighbors? I feel sorry for you. I don't know. That's a doozy. That is a doozy. Okay, I'm gonna go. Oh, when's my book coming out? My book's coming out at the end of August. Oh, really quickly, I am doing a book cover reveal on Tuesday at 10 a.m. California time on my YouTube channel. So this Tuesday at 9 a.m. California time is episode 2 of Untangled, which I'm really excited to do and share with you guys. Lots of new stuff. And then at 10 a.m. California time, I'm going to be revealing the book cover, like what the book cover looks like, and also offering up something pretty special and unique to 40 people. So if you can join, that's on Tuesday on YouTube live. 9 a.m. is the show, 10 a.m. is the reveal. All right, you guys, I love you so much. And I guess that's it. I'll see you when I see you. Thanks for being here with me. Be gentle with yourself.